Hi there, Japan fan. Today's show, we're going to talk about your presentation at the start. Present master shimasho. This is the 5th year of the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We're beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku here in Tokyo. And I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. And I have a new book in Japanese called Zaegyo, and also very shortly you'll be able to get hold of my new book, which is called Stop Wasting Money on Training. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential at those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 304. Today we're going to talk about the first 5 minutes of your presentation. How do we want to be perceived when we give our talk? What constitutes the personal and professional brand we are creating? How can we master the first impression? Often we're not thinking about these things at all. We're too busy piecing together the slide deck puzzle we'll use during the presentation. Perception, personal brand, first impressions are 1,000 miles away thoughts as we tinker with the visuals. What a big mistake. Whether we like it or not, the audience will form an impression of us. They will perceive something about us as a presenter, and they will make a judgment about our brand for good or bad. Given all of this is going to happen anyway, we should make a decision on all 3 fronts and determine the outcomes we want rather than leaving it to chance or random luck. Planning the talk is important, although for a lot of presenters, that stops at the complexity level of the decisions about the order of the slides, and not much more. We should start our planning with the outcome in mind. How do we want to be perceived? Take a moment and start writing down the type of perceptions you want to enjoy after the talk. It will probably be an easy list to assemble. I want to be seen as professional, competent, clear, engaging, interesting, knowledgeable, etc., etc. Now, make a new list about what constitutes your personal brand. In my case, it means how I dress, because that is often the trigger for those all-important silent first perceptions about who I am. So it is always an expensive Italian suit, usually Zegna, and always worn with the top jacket button done up. It means French cuff shirts, so I can wear cufflinks. It means a pocket chief to be an accent to the silk tie. The Italian leather shoes often have a brogue pattern, and the shine should always be mirror-like. The hair always trimmed and neat. Basically, I'm trying to convey that what we do is deliver quality solutions. We do this with great attention to detail, and we are reliable. And just by looking at me, you can see that is true. If I turn up disheveled, everything a complete mess, then the audience may draw the conclusion I or my organization cannot be trusted with their business. Boris Johnson was able to pull off total dishevelment and still become the UK PM, Prime Minister. But I lack his wit, charm, erudition, and vocabulary. First impressions also means how I come across. For me, this usually means lots of energy and dynamism. It means using a lot of eye contact with the audience and trying to meet as many people as possible before I give the actual talk to create that personal connection. It means getting there early and checking the name badges or the attendees list to recall any of those pesky names of faces that I've met previously and to look for people I want to meet. Like most people, name remembering is a struggle, so a bit of an early arrival name badge checking goes a long way to remedy that character flaw. Find out more. Come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Our show today is being brought to you by, on the 30th of August, we'll be doing our high impact presentations training, 2 instructors, everything videoed, phenomenal, one-on-one individual feedback and coaching. Truly remarkable program. It's a must. If you want to be a professional in business, you need to do this course. On the 6th of September, we're doing Confident English. This is our program for Japanese staff you have in your organization who've, they've got a good level of English. They've been to the AKOR, the English language conversation classes. They've done all that. However, they still don't talk. They still don't have any presence during key meetings with either Zoom meetings overseas or phone meetings or in-person meetings with VIPs coming in from outside. Doesn't matter. They are invisible. We help them to have a presence in the room. On the 6th of September also, we'll be doing our previews of our coming courses. On the 9th of September, we'll be doing our Leadership Training for Managers program. This is really the toolkit for leading. It's all of those things you need to be able to do. How to handle mistakes, how to communicate, how to plan, how to innovate, how to delegate. Everything that is the sort of most practical things you need to know about leading are in this program. Wonderful, wonderful program. Now, many, managers in Japan have never had any training at all to be a manager, let alone become a leader. This is to take that group and turn them into leaders. Check out our website at www.dale.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews for our interview leaders in Japan, from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry, on one topic: leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. In my case, with regard to perceptions and brand, I want to come across as dynamic and powerful, so the very start of the talk is critical to deliver that impression. When my name is called, I move quickly and confidently to the middle of the stage and do not spend even 1 second finessing the laptop to get the slides up. I leave that to others to take care of, so that I can take care of my audience and get proceedings underway immediately and start delivering value. I'm already set up with a lavalier microphone. This allows me to free up my hands for gestures when I need them to come forth to accentuate a point I'm making. We only have a few seconds available to cement that first impression, and wasting it on playing around with the equipment is a big fail. There are many ways to open a speech, and I will have chosen one suitable for that particular audience in attendance on that day. Now, it is quite possible that your audience may require an entirely different persona as a speaker. It may require a very soft, calm, quiet approach, taking a lot of the energy down a few levels and dropping the decibel level of the voice projection as well. The stage entry might need to be slower and more deliberate, calmer and more considered. If that is the case, then I switch gears and deliver accordingly. For example, if the audience were in their teens or in their 80s, we would think about what would resonate best with them and then adjust our approach accordingly. It makes sense, doesn't it? However, is this a fake presentation, and are we fraudsters if we switch gears like this? No. But it is a calculation of how to match the needs of the audience rather than satisfying our own needs. This delivery may need less dynamism, volume, and gestures, and more pauses for reflection. Is this still within my brand guidelines? Yes, it is, because I choose it to be a broad tent to accommodate my brand. The dress part may not change at all, except perhaps the intensity of the tie and pocket chief combination, but everything else remains pretty much the same. The key point is to consider how you need to arrange your brand and your first 5 minutes for that particular audience. If you give the presentations only as you like to give them, then that will work with a certain proportion of the audience who are more like you. It will, however, fail to resonate with a large swathe of the audience who you still want to reach with your message. The planning is the key to get this right. Thinking about who you are speaking to, what initial impression you want to form, how you want to be perceived, and what is the personal brand you are projecting, are all key elements of that planning process. This shouldn't happen by chance. It should be a product of your design. Thank you for joining the Presentations Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.